My name is Mike Barber with the Department of Historic Resources. I'm the state archaeologist. We're here in Richmond in the Virginia Artifact Collection Room, where we have artifacts which are used for educational purposes. In the back, we have another 6.5 million artifacts. Right now, we're going to look at some sewn tools that are like those that may have been used at the Weyanoke village site. Here's probably a typical earlier arrow point. And once you got to almost to the contact period, you started seeing these arrow points that were like this. So progressively gotten smaller. And in fact, as they reduced in size, they were more effective because they had a better penetrating ability. I have an example here of a tool that was used for digging, basically a hoe. Originally, archaeologists thought that it was hafted like this and was used as an axe. But you can see from the wear patterns on these things that most of them were hafted like this, if this is the handle, and they were used in digging. And you can see the wear pattern along the edge, where this edge is smooth from the friction of digging in the ground, and this edge is not. So again, a hoe-like motion to dig up roots and things of that sort. Now this is the drawer that holds a lot of the bone tools. This is my favorite kind of stuff. This is a very common tool during the late woodland times, and this is the lower leg bone of a white-tailed deer. Probably don't know it, but deer have basically two knees. This particular bone is in your ankle. In fact, it's two bones in your ankle. White-tailed deer, it's sort of the lower leg bone that articulates with the hoof. But in any case, what they've done is they've taken this, they've hollowed it out, and you can see the lines where they hollowed it out, and then they use it as a draw knife to process deer hides and other hides as well. Pretty interesting tool. Some sites, we find hundreds of these. And to me, it indicates that not only are they processing a whole lot of deer hides, but they're probably engaged in trading these deer hides for other commodities because they're producing so many. This is something you find on a lot of sites, and it's a eastern box turtle, and it's been hollowed out and made into a cup. The three highest collected animals on most sites is first the white-tailed deer, then the turkey, and the third animal is the box turtle. This is another type of artifact we find on prehistoric sites that I find fascinating, the use of the Virginia Indians of tobacco. During prehistoric times with Native Americans, it was something that was used only during certain ceremonies or religious activities. Here's a typical early late woodland pipe that made of clay, fired clay, another example. You can see the bowls are quite small, so there's not a whole lot of tobacco being smoked, but again for religious or ceremonial reasons. As time went on and we hit the colonial period, something happened that was quite interesting, and you get pipes that are decorated like this. You can see the starburst pattern, which is quite unique. And this was something that happened during colonial times. The decorations are obviously made with colonial tools, but we're not sure exactly who the makers were. Some of these motifs go back into prehistoric times.